Hello everyone, welcome to Chair Fit class. This is going to be about 45 minutes. We're going to spend some time warming up behind our chair, and then we're going to be doing some balance work on both sides of our chair, and then we're going to be sitting the rest of the time. So grab a nice sturdy chair. One without arms actually is best, but whatever you've got. We're going to actually start with our bodies behind the chair, and so the chair is here for support. So you want to really listen to your body, but use the chair when you need it. So we're going to start with a nice deep breath, and we're just going to stretch straight up. And I want you to lengthen towards the ceiling and then exhale out. Good, let's do that again. Take a deep breath and then release it one more time. Nice full breath. Good, and let it go. Good, we're going to roll out the shoulders. So just all we're doing right now is just warming up the body, giving some circulation, warming up the joints. Good, roll circles forward. Good, and then we're going to go ahead and hold on to the chair. We're going to bend the knees a little bit, coming into a little mini squat. So you're just bending the knees, sitting your hips back. And we'll do 4 more, warming up those knees. Good, and 2. And then last one, take your hands to your hips and give you some hip circles. So loosening up the hips, that lower back. So just a couple of those, both directions. Good, and then we're gonna just stand nice and tall, and we're gonna start warming up by taking the hands out in front of us. We're gonna make some circles. So they don't have to be really big circles. Just keep those arms straight, keep your spine tall, just warming up those shoulders. And remember, you don't want to lock your knees, so keep your knees nice and soft. Good, circle the other direction. So now the circles are coming in. So you don't need any hand weights, just body resistance is enough. But if you want to challenge yourself, feel free to grab a 1 or 2 pound weight. You can do this with a weight. You can do it with a couple water bottles. Or just use your body resistance, the weight from your body. So we're going to take the arms straight out and circle back. So the arms are about shoulder height. Just nice, easy circles on both sides. And let's do 4 more. And then we'll change directions. Circle forward. So you might start feeling this in the upper arms and the shoulders. Let's do 8 more. Just 4. And last one. Good. Take the arms down. We're going to take the hands forward like you're driving a car. And we're going to make these 180-degree turns. So just one arm on top of the other. Just a 180 we're doing. Just nice, easy circles, half circles. What we're doing is working on the shoulders. Good. Let's do 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Good, take your arms up. We're gonna climb the ladder. So all you're doing is reaching one arm up and pulling down, and you're focusing on stretching through the side body. So let's do 4 more. Reach and pull. Lift for 3. Lift for 2. Lift for 1. Now we're going to take the arms forward, and you're going to reach and pull in. So reach it out and pull it in. We'll do another 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Good. Let's go ahead and take our arms, shake them out. We're going to do some work with the lower body. We're going to start actually with the right leg, and we're just going to tap it out. So you're just doing a nice easy tap to the side, starting to warm up the inner and outer thighs. And as you tap, if you want to add a little knee bend in that supporting leg and get nice and low. But keep holding on to your chair for balance. But if you want a challenge, you can bring the arms up as you point the toe. So the elbows come up as you reach out and point. Or you could just do one arm. Good, let's do 4 more. So just pay attention to your balance. Great, last one. And then we'll go to the other side. So we'll just start with the tap. Maybe start with one arm. See how your balance is. And then maybe both arms. Good, and we'll finish with 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, now taking that right leg back this time, we're gonna just step the foot back. So you're gonna bring it back and point. And so now we're using some different muscles, the glutes and the hamstrings. If you wanna add an arm, take the opposite arm up, and it just swings up as the toe goes back. So if you want even more of a challenge, both arms will come up as you reach back and point. It's a little bit more challenging. You find it's a little more difficult balance-wise. So remember, the chair's there for you. 4, 3, 2, last one. Great, and then shake it out a little bit, both legs, and we're gonna need to balance it out on the other side. So we're gonna take the other leg, and then it goes straight back, and it just taps, the toe taps. Add the arm. Remember, you're listening to your body. If you have an issue with a shoulder or with a hip, you can modify. Good, I'm gonna try both arms. Finish with 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, holding on. We're gonna go ahead and go into some squats again, but this time we're gonna take the arms forward as we squat. Or you can, if you're balanced, you're having trouble with balance, make sure one hand is always holding the chair for support. So squats are great because it works the whole body. It works the arms and the shoulders, it works our core, and it works the lower body. So there's so many benefits, and they say if you do 30 squats a day, it's enough to keep you really healthy and strong. Let's do 4 more, and 3, and 2, and 1. Good, take your time as you come up. So I'm gonna try a new exercise. I'm gonna have you take your right foot and actually step it back and lunge forward. So the front leg is bent, but the back leg, the heel is down. We're gonna rise up on the ball of the foot and then lower. So we're lifting that back heel off the ground, but we're keeping a nice bend in that front leg. So again, you can add the arms to this. So the arms can be here. You can do a single arm, lifting up towards the ear, or double arms. Good, for 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna switch sides. So nice comfortable lunge back. And you make sure you bend that front knee. Good, and you're nice and secure. Take your time, see how you feel, just taking that heel off the floor first. So you're strengthening the feet, the ankles, the calf, Feel free to add a single arm or double arms. So more challenging balance-wise. Good, last 4. And notice that I'm looking about 6 feet in front of me, keeping my eyes focused on one spot. Last one. Beautiful, getting a really nice stretch in the back of the hamstrings. Good, shake it out. Good, so that's our warm-up, and hopefully you can feel it. You get the heart rate up a little bit and feel warmer. So, because we're gonna go to the side of our chair. So standing to the right of your chair, we're gonna work on some balance. And the first thing I wanna work on is, we're gonna work on the inner leg. So normally I always pick up the outside leg, but we're gonna pick up the inside leg. And we're doing that on purpose so you can continue to support yourself with the chair. So as that inside leg comes up, I want you to go ahead and just roll out the ankle, relax the ankle because we just worked it. Take a couple nice deep breaths. And then we're going to flex the foot, and with the opposite arm, this is my opposite hand, it's kind of a counterbalance. I can still support myself with the chair. We're going to imagine we're bouncing a ball. Just kind of imagine you're bouncing a basketball. And this is challenging because that upper body's in motion, and it challenges the leg, supporting leg. Some of you who are really good at balance might want to take the other hand off the chair. You can do it this way. If you've got really good balance, you can try doing double basketball bounce. Good, let's do 4 more. Do the best you can. And then relax that leg and shake it out. We need to go to the other side. So as we come to the other side, remember you're holding the chair, the inside leg comes up. We're going to start by rolling out the ankle. And then we're going to hold that leg still, get that other arm ready, and gently lift up and down as if you're bouncing a ball. And find that spot. Make sure you're nice and tall, lifted from the spine. Maybe try taking the hand off the chair. And if that's easy, if you want more, a double bounce. Good, keep breathing. I'm a big fan of breathing. Try not to hold your breath. Good, nice job. And then again, hold on to the chair. Take your time as you come down. Good, shake it out. So good, that's good work. So there's a lot of things you can do balance-wise when you're balancing. You can do it with a bent knee. You can also do that same exercise with the leg out in front of you straight and try bouncing the ball on the opposite arm or both arms. So both are great. So if you're just starting out, maybe you want to keep your leg nice and low and just take the heel down on the ground at first and try bouncing the balls. Then you can lift the heel. Then you can maybe take that knee higher. So there's variations of that same exercise. Let's go to the other side. Let's try it with a straight leg. And just see if that's easier for you. For some people, they like to start with the heel down. And just see if they feel comfortable this way, and then maybe just take the heel an inch off the ground. And if that's not challenging enough, of course, that high knee. And of course, the higher you bring the knee, the more challenging. So this can be done with the chair. It can be done against the wall. And so there's a lot of variations of this. So if you're doing it against the wall, the leg that's closest to the wall is the one that comes up. And then the supporting leg is the outside leg, because you always want the opposite arm bouncing the ball. It's kind of a counterbalance for you. So here's your wall, and then practice that. Good, shake it out. Okay, let's come to our chair, and we're gonna work on some arm work, and then after we're done, we'll work on some combination, then we'll work lower body. So we're actually gonna start with some lateral lift. So all you're gonna do is just take the arms up, lift them up like they're floating up, like wings of a bird, and the wrists are slightly in front of the elbow, and the elbow is slightly, you can see, in front of the shoulders. And then you're just gonna exhale it down. So you're gonna inhale, lift, and exhale it down. And you're sitting nice and tall. Your spine is erect. You're lifting from the crown. And you're just doing arm raises. So let me give you a little tip. You can use your breath to do the work. So as you take it, the in-breath, just imagine the arms are floating up with the wind from under your wings, and then on the exhale, just let those arms float on down. Good, inhale, lift the arms with the breath. On the exhale, everything just melts. Good, inhale, lift, just take your time, and exhale it down. Let's do one more. Raise the arms, and exhale it down. Now something a little bit more challenging. We're actually gonna make a fist, and we're gonna go to that same position, and we're gonna make little circles. So they're not big circles, they're like baseball-sized circles. It's like the fists are drawing circles in front of you, but this is really taxing the shoulders and the upper arms. And then circle the other direction. Good, for 4, 3, 2, and you should start to feel it here in the shoulders. Let's go ahead and take those arms down. Good, relax the shoulders. And we're gonna do something called the helicopter. So imagine you're holding 2 tennis balls, a tennis ball in each hand, and you're just gonna rotate. And you're rotating from the shoulders, just front and back. And this will loosen up those arms that we just worked. Good, so the palms are, it's like the tennis ball is facing forward, and then you're rotating back, and the tennis ball is facing behind you. Good, let's do 4 more. And 2, and 1. Good. So relax your hands. We're gonna inhale and come into a forward raise. And same thing as before. Elbows are soft. And you're lifting, raising up from the wrist. Don't take your fingers up first. Think about the wrists are coming up first and your hands are relaxed. Good. For 4, and remember the breath. The inhale lifts those arms up, and on the exhale, everything glides down. Lift for 2, take it down nice and slow. Lift for 1, and take it down nice and slow. Now we're gonna make that fist again. We're gonna raise the arms, and again, it's right about chest level, and we're gonna make our circles. Straight out in front of us. So try not to lock the elbows are soft. But your spine is long. Let's do 4 more. And then let's reverse those circles. Very nice. Let's do 4 more. Tire those arms up. And then slowly take the arms down, and now we're gonna do a combination. So relax your fingers. We're gonna inhale with a flat hand, and then we're gonna take it forward, and then we're gonna drop it down. So you're gonna inhale side, bring it front, and exhale down. Bring it side, front, and down. One more time. Side, front and down. We're gonna reverse it. We're gonna go forward first, then out to the side, and then float it back down. Forward, side, and release. Take your time. Forward, open, and release. Front, side, and down. One more time. Front, side, and down. Good. Well, I'm going to show you a quick breathing exercise. So we're actually going to put our hands together, and this is called heart to the sky breath. And so we're going to take our arms and pierce through, and then we're going to take a breath, and we're going to expand and open up the heart center. And as you do this, you're expanding the arms back, squeezing the shoulder blades, and you're opening up the heart towards the sky. And then on the exhale, the palms come back together, and we bring the hands back towards the heart in prayer position. So let's try that with the breath. So you take a nice deep breath here, and on the exhale, you press the hands out, and on the inhale, we open and expand the heart, looking gently up towards the ceiling. Exhale, fold, and then pull it back in. Good. So it's exhale, inhale, exhale, and inhale. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. One more time. Exhale, inhale, open. Exhale, close. And inhale back. Good. And then bring it down. Good. Roll out the shoulders. Good work. So that breathing exercises are good because that really helps you focus on lengthening and slowing down the breath, getting the breath more in the diaphragm and less in the chest. Okay, so we're going to do a couple more exercises with the upper body, and then we're going to do a combo. So I'm going to take my feet a little bit wider, so we're going to inhale our arms straight out, and we're going to do some rocking. So we're reaching from wall to wall, but as you see, I'm rocking from one hip to the other. So I want you to reach right, and then reach left, reach right, and then reach left, and then just keep those arms at least shoulder height as you reach wall to wall. 5 more. Good. Last 4. And 3. And 2. Good. And last 1. And then I'll give you a moment to relax the arms down, shake them out a little bit, bring your feet back so that they're hip distance apart. We're going to inhale, take the arms up. We're going to bring the arms to cactus. So the arms are at a 90-degree angle. We're going to squeeze them together. And then we're going to open and squeeze and open. Remember, you're exhaling as you come in. Inhale as you open the heart. Good. Squeeze those shoulder blades. 4 more. And 3. And 2. And last one. Now keep your arms here they call it goalpost arms. We're going to take the arms to a V, and we're going to turn them into a W. So the arms are in a V, and then the elbows come in towards the ribs and make a W. Inhale and exhale. Good. Inhale and squeeze. 4, 4. And 3. And 2. Good. Can you give me one more? Lift it up and slowly bring it down. Beautiful. And then relax those arms and shake them out. Good. So hopefully you feel some work, a lot happening there in the upper arms. We're going to work on the lower body. So we're going to start by just warming up the hip. So we're going to begin with some just side taps, and you're listening to your body. You're going to take it to where it feels comfortable. So start slow and then start to get a little bit more range of motion. So you can add the upper body and just let the arm follow the leg. For some extra work with the arms, if your arms are tired, just focus on the leg. We'll do 4 more. Good, last one, and then we're going to go to the other side. And again, we're listening, starting maybe at a range of motion that's a little smaller. And as we start to loosen up that hip joint, maybe you can take it out a little wider. And remember, you can always add the arm. The arm follows the leg. Good, final 4. Great, last one. Okay, so now we're going to do a combination exercise. I want you to take you're actually going to take your left hand up and your right hand is going to come across. So it's going to just punch. This is your blocking arm, and you're going to punch across, coming across the body. Good. And you can add the lower body with a tap, side tap, which we just did. So we can tap the leg out to the side and punch. And then they both come together. Tap and punch. Good. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Good. Let's start on the other side. So the blocking hand, begin with a cross punch. It's coming across your body and punching up front here. And remember, as that leg goes out, the arm comes across. And then bring it in. Cross and tap. So it's a good brain exercise also. Helps with coordination. Let's do 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Good job. Let's bring it down. We're going to take our hands on our knees. We're going to round our back. So here's a chance to rest our spine. So hands on the knees, the spine is curled, and then as we sit up tall, we're just going to hinge forward. You're going to lean forward with the heart. And then on the next exhale, again, you're going to pull your navel towards your spine. And then we're going to sit up and come forward. So the spine was designed to move in 3 different directions. It can round, and then it can, of course, arch back. It can move laterally. And so we're going to actually take the feet wide apart, and we're going to take the right hand to that right leg, and we're going to take the arm up, and we're going to roll out the wrist first. And I want you to feel that nice stretch through your side obliques. And then if you feel comfortable, take it a little deeper. So this arm is coming out over the leg, reaching in the direction of the toe for a nice lateral bend. So now we're working on lateral bends. And then after this, we'll work on something called rotation. So the spine, like I said, you can do seated cat-cows for forward and back flexion. You can do these side lateral bends, and the spine can rotate. And we'll do an exercise for that in just a moment. Take 2 more nice deep breaths here. Take your time as you walk your feet together. Take your hands and actually interlace your fingers. And so rotation is the last one, and we're going to rotate looking over towards the right, and then bring it back to center. Look over to the left. So the National Chiropractic Association says if we do these 3 exercises, or any combination of exercises that allows the spine to move forward and back, side to side, and rotate, you will have a very healthy and happy back. So to maintain back health, try and remember some of these exercises I'm doing, and just take it at your own pace. And there's lots of different ones. And I'll try and each week show you some new ones. So what we're doing is you're starting from the waist, you're turning from the waist, then the middle back, and then when you can't go any farther, think about that right shoulder, pulling the shoulders back, and then the head, you can add the head at the end and start to look back over the shoulder to deepen the stretch. So you're sitting up nice and tall. First it's lower back is spiraling, then we're going up the spine to the middle back, and then we're coming into the shoulders, and then the head is looking back. Good, inhale back to center. So let's deepen that a little bit. Exhale, twist, take your time. Twist a little farther. Beautiful, remember the elbow is leading the way. Take a nice deep breath. Start to turn. And when you feel like, oh, I can't go any farther, let that elbow start to draw this arm with it past that point of resistance. Good, and bring it back to center. Good, and shake it out. Good, so hopefully your back feels more supple and good. We're gonna go ahead and sit all the way back in our chair. And so you can relax your back, take your hands to your thighs. We're gonna work on just legs. So these are called single leg extensions. They're great for the knees, they're great for the quadriceps. And we've got a flex foot, our toe is pointing up towards the ceiling. You can feel those muscles working if you place your hands on your thigh. Good, so we're gonna stay here for 4, 3, 2, give me 1 more. And then now the right leg by itself is going to come up and it's going to pulse. And just little tiny kicks. So if you're kicking a balloon up into the air with your right toe, steady little kick. Good. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Good. Other leg, pulse. It's a tiny little kick. Keep it moving. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to take both legs up. So we're going to start with the heels. So your toes are high, and you're going to raise both legs up and then rest on the heel. Raise both legs up. Good, and down. And lift. Good, keep those feet flexed. Those toes are pointing up. Trying to get full extension in both legs. Good, give me 4 more. And we've got 2 more left. And then we're gonna add the arms here. We're gonna hold the legs up. We're gonna take the arms forward. So the fingers are gonna be pointing up like the feet. And as you point the toes, the fingers drop. And then we come up and down. Just flexing and pointing. So the wrists and ankles are getting a nice workout. Good, for 4, 3, 2, 1. And now we're going to flex both and we're going to go side to side. The hands follow the feet. Good, just 4 more. Good, last one. And then hold it here because the hands are going to go all the way up, reaching towards the ceiling. And we're going to stay here with the feet off the floor. Your arms are lifted. You're going to stay here and breathe. So get those legs extended, get those arms extended. I'm going to stay here for 8 more counts. Just hang out. Take some nice long breaths. Good. 5 more seconds. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Beautiful. And then on the exhale, the arms start to float down and the legs start to come down nice and slow. Good work. Okay, shake it up. So we're going to get ready to do our flexibility work. So we're actually going to scoot up again. And we're going to start with the heels together and the toes out to the side. And we're just going to open and close the feet. So this is actually not too strenuous because the focus here is on mobility. Just stretching those ankles, opening up the feet. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Glue your toes together. Same thing, but the heels lead. So you're taking the heels out as wide as you can, using some different muscles. This is our cool down. We're focusing on stretching and releasing tightness in the joints. Last 4. Great, last one. Now with your feet together, you're just going to roll onto the outside of your shoe and then just allow your knees to relax and open up. So like we're just going to let the knees flare out and then stretching and opening up those hips. So you want to move real slowly, just those hips get very, very tight. And so remember, you're just rolling onto the outside of your foot and letting that knee open up those hips. Good, and then you can do a wide too, where the knees come in and then open and then squeeze in. So notice what's happening with my feet. My feet are rolling in, I'm rolling onto the inside of my foot. But we're working some different muscles here. As you roll in, you're working the inner thighs, and as you roll out, you're working the outside of the thighs. So you're trying to get those knees back over the ankles. Squeeze in, open it up. Squeeze in, open it up. Gently squeeze. And if you want to work harder, you can always add resistance where your hands are going to be on the inside of the knees as you're trying to bring the knees together. You're actually using your arms to pull them apart. I'm resisting. So I'm pushing against my knees as they squeeze in. 4, 3, 2. And the same thing can happen on the other side, where as you squeeze in, you're pushing against your hands, and the hands are pushing in as the knees are trying to come back out. Squeeze in and push against the palms. Good. And push. And push. So you can really feel those inner outer thighs working. Good, and then bring it together. Good, we're going to take our hands, we're going to roll down Forward, we're going to come to our ankles or maybe even touch our toes and hang. Just hang like a rag doll. Good, and then slowly roll up. And of course, you should be close to the edge of your chair because we're going to stretch by extending the right leg. Doing a quick hamstring stretch. Slide down that leg, maybe even to touch the toe. It's a wonderful stretch for the hamstring. You also feel in the back. It feels great on the back. So extend that leg. Slide down maybe to the shin. Listen to your lower back. Maybe come down to the ankle. Some of you can touch your toe. Wonderful, and then bring it back in because we're going to take our right leg, hug the knee to chest. And again, you're going to relax your back, just gently round your back as the forehead comes in. And then we're going to take this right leg and cross it over the left. Now, if you have hip problems or any pain, you can cross it. Option to cross it at the ankle. I'm going to cross it at the knee. We're going to look back over our shoulder. You can grab the chair, seated twist. And then as you return to center, the other knee comes into chest. We just give it a hug. And decide if you want to cross at the ankle or cross at the knee. We're going to gently look back. Good, and then take your time as you come back to center. We're going to work on some neck and shoulders, and we're actually going to start with our hands at our side and then just straight up from the shoulders. What we're going to do is palms are away from me now. I mean, they're facing up the back wall. And I'm going to go ahead and rotate my hands so that my thumb rotates up and my palms are facing forward. And this forces the shoulders to draw up, back, and down, and then it brings those, here it's easy to get into that forward neck syndrome and that rounded shoulders, but immediately once you bring your palms forward, it forces that chest to open, draws the shoulder blades back. This is a wonderful exercise for posture. So we're going to turn, look back over our right shoulder and look back down at that right thumb. And then we're going to come back to center, take a deep breath. We're going to look over the other shoulder, maybe look down and see if you can see the thumb. Good, and then come back to center. One more time, we're going to look down at the thumb. And then we're going to come back to center and we're going to look down at the thumb. Good, and then relax the hands to your side. We're going to drop the chin to chest. So letting the weight of the head stretch the back of the neck. When you're ready, you're going to lift your nose towards the ceiling, eyes gaze up. It's the easy stretch for the front of the neck. Take your time. And then come to a nice neutral spine, because we're going to dip the right ear to the right shoulder. maybe take that left arm and again lift it. Turn those palms forward. Good, sitting up nice and tall. This arm will come across, tap the opposite shoulder. Again, we'll look over our shoulder to stretch the neck. Good, return to center. The other ear dips. So it's just a drop. Opposite arm. It can come out away from the side of the body. Get that palm forward. Start pulling that thumb back. So you can open up the shoulder blade. And then we'll slowly raise the head. Take this arm, bring it all the way across. We're going to look the other way. And then coming back to center, and you can also do this exercise with both arms. So again, palms are up. You're going to open up your heart as the hands open up. And then we're going to give ourselves a double hug. So we're hugging, rounding the back. And then sitting up tall, take both arms. Again, expand those arms. Reach the thumb and the fingertips back. And then cross over the other side. Give yourself a hug, round your back. Good, take a nice deep breath and expand. So a lot like that heart opener we did earlier. So today's class was all about, opening up those pec muscles. Okay, we're gonna finish with some breathing. So make sure your feet are flat on the floor. Take a nice full breath. Bring the hands up and then bring the palms together. On the exhale, we're gonna bring the hands back to the heart center. Good, let's try that again. Take a deep breath, hands to prayer. Exhale, hands to heart. Give me 2 more. And as you return to heart center, take a moment just to scan your body, see how you're feeling, connect with the breath. Maybe just close your eyes and just be in the moment. You're going to take a nice deep breath here. I want to wish you a namaste. Thank you for coming. Hope to see you next week. We'll have a yoga class, and then hopefully we'll be in person sometime this spring. Stay healthy. Have a great day.